Hello, everybody. Welcome to Happy Hippy Me. This is our Wellness Wednesday video, and today we're going to be talking about essential oils and about a wonderful essential oil company called doTERRA. But first, let's introduce ourselves. My name is Wendy.
I'm Peely.
And we are your creators of this platform. We're here to educate all people, in particular women and women of color. And that mainly is our stance because we love to talk about natural medicine, natural ways of healing yourself, holistic practices of making sure our bodies are well, our minds are well, our spirits are well. So, and with all of that comes alternative ways of keeping ourselves healthy and at peace. And part of that is our topic today, essential oils. So I'm going to let Peely take it away a little bit and answer our first question, which is, what are essential oils?
Thank you. So yeah, like Wendy said, my name is Peely, Peely Bailey, and I am so excited to be here to talk to you guys. Happy Hippy Me is just near and dear to both of our hearts, and we just really want to serve the community by bringing wellness and wellness education. And one of my big passions is using essential oils. So essential oils are natural essences that come from plants. So they come from all different parts of the plant, be it the leaves, the stems, the flowers, the fruits, the roots, the wood, so the resin from the tree, the sap, all kinds of parts of the plant that the essential oils come from. And in nature, essential oils act as the immune system of the plant. So it really protects the plant from outside invaders, environmental threats. It protects the plants from viruses and bacteria and fungi. And it helps the plant to ward off critters that might try and eat it. It's a natural pesticide, really. A lot of insects might resist being around a certain plant because of the essential oil that it produces. So it's really a way for the plant to defend itself against things that might try and kill it. And so what's beautiful about that is that really the essential oil is the essence of life and health for the plant, for the botanical species. And it works within our systems as human beings and within our cells at the very cellular level to give us some of those same powerful effects. So it's just a beautiful, beautiful, I don't know, I feel like it's, a gift.
It's a natural God-given gift. And, I know that there is a true science behind the use of oils because we'll learn more about this, but in my health journey, I've overcome Crohn's disease and stage 4 lymphoma. And my doctors, they were always very concerned with what natural, healthcare practices I was into because it definitely can interact with the body chemistry like medicine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing something good. I gotta make sure I'm talking about it so that I'm not doing something crazy. But we'll definitely talk more about that because natural medicine is definitely the way we both prefer to go.
Yeah.
And Western medicine also does have a place in this society and in our world. And navigating between the two is not always something that comes with like a roadmap. So hopefully our life stories can help you with that.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely essential oils. That's great. So basically, we're consuming or diffusing. That's kind of getting into our next question. But when it comes to the use of essential oils, we are protecting ourselves like our most natural, cousins, I guess you could say, in certain way, in this whole circle of life kind of that's really cool. So
Yeah.
let's talk about what what is doTERRA in particular. So we know what essential oils are, and doTERRA in particular is what? What does it mean?
So doTERRA, the name doTERRA means gift of the earth. And so doTERRA is the largest distributor of essential oils in the world. They're also an essential wellness company. So that, I never want to just say they're essential oil company and leave it at that, because they are raising the bar for the standard of health and wellness across the spectrum. And healthcare practitioners and pharmaceutical companies and even just the healthcare industry is taking note of what doTERRA has been able to create with their healthcare initiative. So one of the beautiful things about doTERRA essential oils, and the reason that I choose to use them for myself and my family, and I choose to advocate for others to use them, is that doTERRA has really raised the standard of what it means to be a pure and potent essential oil. So doTERRA is the only company that has certified pure therapeutic grade essential oils. Okay, so what that means is that their essential oils are rigorously tested. There are many different analytical ways that you can look at essential oils, one of those being GCMS. Okay, GCMS is a scientific analytical instrumentation that you can do to really look at the chemical components that are in an essential oil. And the reason that's important is because you can also see whether the essential oil has been adulterated, meaning whether there has been other things added to the essential oil, or whether the essential oil is contaminated. So when we speak about contamination, that comes from pesticides in the soil. That comes from, unclean harvesting practices and unclean distillation practices, and just any kind of where you can introduce something in the process from harvest to production of the essential oil, and then you end up having a contaminant. Adulteration speaks to the practice that is widespread in the essential oil industry of basically thinning out the essential oil to increase profits and really decrease the potency of that essential oil. So some of the common practices that are happening in the essential oil industry are that people are using isolated components. So like, for example, in lavender essential oil, one of the components is linalool. Linalool gives you that calming effect. Well, that is naturally present in lavender, but companies that want to increase their profit margins and decrease their costs might buy linalool from somewhere else that's been synthesized or isolated, and then they will doctor up their batch of lavender and sell it to you as pure. And right now there's no regulation in the essential oil industry. There's no standard in the essential oil industry that's being regulated by a government entity like the FDA or something like that. So doTERRA saw that in 2008. They saw that as a problem. And that's when the founders, or 6 founders, they got together and put their heads together to solve this problem, because they knew that essential oils had the power to really elevate the standard of healthcare in their homes and their families and their communities and around the world. And they also knew that greed was coming in and stopping people from really giving the pure essences to the masses. And so doTERRA was founded on the principle of raising the standard of what purity and potency and therapeutic potential really looks like. And so now other companies, when they want to sell you essential oils, they're saying to you, our oils are just as pure as doTERRA essential oils. And what's so funny about that is they can't really make that claim, because doTERRA sources their oils from over 46 different countries around the world. They source their oils from where the plants grow natively. That's so key. And what's also important about that is that they have up to 96% exclusivity, meaning that they work with growers, they work with distillers that only work with doTERRA. So when a company says we have the same lavender doTERRA has, they can't possibly, because doTERRA has an exclusivity contract with the distillers, the growers, and the people that bring the oils to doTERRA. So all of those things combined is the reason why I have advocated for my family and my friends to use doTERRA. And that's why I rep for doTERRA.
That's excellent. Wait, I just got some education on that one. Interesting. I know a lot of people, when they go to the store and they see regular butter leaf lettuce and then organic butter leaf lettuce, and it's like clearly more expensive.
Mm-hmm.
And that sometimes deters people for, I mean, obvious reasons, you know.
Yeah.
You know, support our families in different ways and do as well as we can.
Yeah.
However, I know that source matters.
Mm-hmm.
Where you get your food, just like where you get your food if you go to farmers market. A lot of people in other countries who eat pork, beef, I'm talking about less industrialized, processed, pesticide heavily used countries like Brazil. Like when my dad goes back to Brazil, people go shopping every single day to get their food. People
Right.
actually know the butcher or the farmer or who grew the livestock and, you know, was breeding the cows and the pigs or whatever before they're serving it at, you know, dinner 2 nights from now and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
My point of saying that is sourcing matters. And when you can go someplace and buy anything and you know without a shadow of a doubt that this is the real deal and that this is the best, believe me, when it comes to putting things into your body and just what you surround yourself with, doing the best and the realest, the closest to the realest is always going to, you know, pan out the best for your actual health and your wellness in general.
Yeah.
So I think that's a really key ingredient to this whole thing. And that's one of the reasons I know I love doTERRA. So now I want to talk about uses really quickly, because people hear oil and we know we use oil all the time. We use it on our hair. We use it like different kinds of oil.
Yeah.
Cook with. So doTERRA oils, how can we use that?
So doTERRA oils can be used in 3 different ways. One of the main ways that you can use essential oils is aromatically. So that's, you know, taking it straight from the bottle. You can take a drop in your hand. And what I love to do, this is my favorite way, is palm inhalation. So rubbing it together and breathing it in. I have my frankincense here. It's a grounding blend. It's or not a blend, it's a grounding essential oil. And it really just helps to calm you, releasing anxious feelings and things of that nature. So using also a diffuser. You've probably seen diffusers like everywhere now because lots of people are getting into using essential oils. Diffusers are a really great way of experiencing essential oils, because when you breathe in an essential oil, it actually goes into your olfactory system. It connects with your limbic system in your brain. Your limbic system is the seat of your emotions. It's where you house your flight and your flight freeze and response, your fear and flight freeze response. It's also where you house your calm, your love, your joy, your emotions, the seed of your emotions. And essential oils are so powerful that they can actually change how you're feeling, your moods. One of the best ways to do that is through aromatic use of essential oils. So like I said, whether it's through palm inhalation or diffuser, that's one of the best ways. What were you going to say?
I have to interject. I thought I had a diffuser nearby, but I guess not. But at my job, we have essential oils, doTERRA essential oils, diffusing all day long. And students come in, our coworkers come in, and it literally just sets the vibe differently than anywhere else. They are like, something's different about this office. This is a beautiful office. Like, it just, wow, that smell. What is that? So many people have gone to buy doTERRA and diffusers because of our usage. It's unbelievable. So it definitely has that effect, and it can be felt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I find that, like, I go to my son's school and like the people at the front desk, they're always like, you always smell so wonderful. When you come in, I just feel so much calm and peaceful, and I laugh. I'm like, I'm just a human diffuser, basically, like, because that's all I use. So that's one way of using it. It's one of the best ways. The second way that you can use essential oils is topically. So topically means applying to your skin. Your skin is your largest organ of your body. What you put on your skin can enter into your bloodstream. One of the beautiful things about essential oils is that when you put them on your skin, within 30 seconds, they can be found in your bloodstream. If you were to have a technician take your blood and put it under a microscope, you would be able to see these wonderful essential oil components helping your cells to thrive and revive. So one of the beautiful, beautiful things I love about topical use of essential oil is how I use it in my skincare and my body care and my hair care. So one of the things we talked about with the Happy Hippie Me movement is that, we really want to advocate for women, because women are the healthcare practitioners of their family, but specifically women of color, because we use over 70% of the hair care products on the market. African Americans make up about 17% of the people in the United States, and we use over 70% of the hair care products on the market. There are a lot of products out there that we put on our body, even as women, our makeup, our facial regime. How many different creams and soaps and toners and face masks do you have under your bathroom sink and in your medicine cabinet? Too many, right? So many. And so if you think about that, as you're placing them on your skin, your lotions, you're placing the body washes that you're using, you're placing the hair shampoo, the conditioner, the cream rinse, you're placing, the makeup and the primer and the bronzer and the lipstick, all these things. I don't really know because I don't wear makeup. But anyway, so you're looking at all these things, right? And think about what is going into your skin. So as I came into this, health movement, the natural hair movement, the natural me movement, right? I just started really doing that research because, that was my profession for over 12 years, was really looking at what goes into the things that we put on our body. The lotions, the body care products, all these things. And a lot of them are, synthetic chemicals that are made because they have the right kind of feel, or they have the right kind of emulsifier. They have the right kind of skin penetration enhancers. But what is that really doing to our hormonal systems? What is that really doing to our brains? How much you're putting on your head goes straight into your brain.
That's deep. That's deep. We're gonna definitely do some like soul, skin, hair, care type thing.
Yeah, I know I just went off on a tangent, but it's a passion of mine.
Actually, is really like great that it put us there, because I think like, you really can't say that enough, because people kind of go, oh yeah, okay, yeah, girl, or and because they're just going with the motion, and there's so much out there. We understand we are one more voice out here telling you what to do. However, this isn't like we just researched it. We've lived these things, and like
Mm-hmm.
explaining, that's really another motivation behind this is, wow, we've been in some crazy different situations. This is what really actually worked for us, and
Mm-hmm.
we're hoping that you can have the same type of experience, doing these things as well, and keeping yourself out of the doctor's office and happy and joyful. I know, like, people think, like, of course you can be happy. I mean, yeah, but there are ways to support that happiness, because we got a whole lot of stuff going on in society that I know.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm. I like that statement, the health is wealth, right? Like, we're so concerned with making sure that we're making money, we're getting the right jobs, we're getting the right businesses going. But really, if you don't have your health, you can't even make the money. You can't even show up to your job. You can't even, so health is wealth. You need to be healthy to do it.
you have to be healthy. So, what's really cool is that what you were just talking about went into a lot of the science as well as the benefits of essential oils. So we kind of knocked out a few different things. Really, what's left at this point, just to kind of make a nice knot in a bow for doTERRA, is what what do we want to leave people with, so they know how to get doTERRA? Because I know when I go into the stores, it isn't on the shelves, or is it? School me on that.
So doTERRA is not sold at retail stores for the most part. Like, you might go into a boutique store and you might see, some doTERRA there. That usually means that somebody associated with that store is in touch with the wellness advocate to help them to get those oils there. doTERRA has decided that the way that they want to distribute their products is through word of mouth advertising. So through people like you and me having a conversation and me sharing with you the benefits that I've received of these oils, or the benefits that others have received, and being able to help you and mentor you through your use of essential oils. Like, we have literally just scratched the surface of how essential oils can be used in your body. I didn't get to the third way that you can use essential oils, and that way is internally. But you can't use all essential oils internally. So when you're taking essential oils, it is a very potent, very therapeutic, very powerful, natural resource. Okay. I don't want to call it a medicine, because then you get into FDA compliance and things like that. But it is something that you can take to help your body feel better. So you want to make sure that you have people who can guide you through that process. You want to make sure you have people who are knowledgeable about the health benefits, about the safety benefits, about the science that is out there, to be able to guide you through that process. And so doTERRA decided that the best way to do that is to create wellness advocates. So that is a person like myself who is educating herself on how to use essential oils safely, and who also goes out and educates the public about essential oils. So if you want to get essential oils and you want to get that information, you just contact a wellness advocate like myself or like Wendy, and you're able to get those essential oils shipped directly to you.
So we will definitely leave information about that. Just
Mm-hmm.
because she mentioned it, when you take it internally, all of the doTERRA essential oils that are able to be ingested, those say supplemental facts on the back.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't say supplemental facts, put it back. As
Put
far
it
as
back.
put
Don't
it
take it.
now, diffuse it, do other things with it. That's a
Mm-hmm.
quickie. And the very last thing, in our last post, in our last video, we had a couple of young men out there who were tuning in. Go ahead, young men. Go ahead.
Go on. Go ahead.
And you guys were like, hey, what is all this? So some of your questions really helped steer this particular video. And there was a comment made about essential oils being only for women. And this Happy Hippie Me is directed to people of color, women in particular, but the information really goes for all people. And the reason we chose to direct it to women is just like what Philippe said. Oftentimes, women are the ones who bring these new ideas into the home, and just naturally, her responsibility is to make sure her husband is cool, and her in-laws are cool, and of course her children and her siblings. And so women tend to be the ones who bring that information, but it most certainly is not something just for women. All people, babies, all the way up to your golden years are able to
Mm-hmm.
use oils.
Yeah, that's true. And there are some very well-known doctors, male doctors, that advocate for using essential oils and using doTERRA essential oils in particular. Obviously, my husband uses essential oils, and of course, like, I was the driving force for bringing that into our home. But now his office is filled with diffusers and essential oil roller balls and bottles. And so people will stop by his office like, I just need to take a whiff. I just needed some of that some of that calmness that I get when I pass by your office. So I'm telling you, and my husband is the first one to text me, hey, so and so has this going on. What essential oils can he use for that? So really it's for everyone. And so, yeah, we definitely want to make sure that we communicate that.
So, well, that concludes what we wanted to bring you all for tonight on this Wellness Wednesday. Thank you so much for joining us. We will definitely leave our contact information in the post. If you have any questions, just hit us up right there in the comments. It's always best because then people can see your question and everyone can get educated together. However, if that's not for you, feel free to inbox us. That's just as well. And my name is Wendy. This is my
And I'm Peely Bailey.
Peely Bailey. We look forward to hearing from you. Thank you so much for staying tuned. Bye-bye.
Bye.